Welcome to Pinoy Wheel, the place where you learn how to unleash your creativity and reach your true potential. I'm your host, Katrina Sevilla. Today is another special interview session brought to you by Django.city. Django.city is a SaaS company. It delivers software as a service to entrepreneurs, freelancers, and hobbyists. Now, let's go and introduce you to our special guest today. Well, I feel the need to give her a proper introduction. So let's get started. She's a 75-year-old Filipina and now just enjoying her retirement. She loves writing, and that was her profession between 1962 and 1963. She started working in the radio as a drama talent and considered herself a pioneer talent of DYRH in Bacolod City. DYRH is the first radio station of Allied Broadcasting Center. The founder-owner is Ernie Rosales. The same year, she became a scriptwriter, and her career in the radio ended in 1972 when President Marcos declared martial law and closed all radio stations all over the Philippines. She had done a lot of different works, from planting sugar canes, working in the office, in the printing press as a typist. In 1980, she came to the Netherlands and got married and divorced in 1990, got married again in 2006 to her present husband. She had done also a lot of kinds of work here in the Netherlands, from cleaning, working in the home for the old people, worked as stewardess in the oil rig, also as a city steward of Rotterdam, and lastly, before she retired as a financial clerk. Now, after 55 years of taking a break from writing, she started again her passion and self-published 3 books in KDP Amazon. She says, quote unquote, "I am still writing and I will write as long as I can. I am now halfway to my new novel and hope to publish it next month." Remedios Dorio, welcome to Pinoy Wheel. It's a pleasure to interview you today.
Hello. Yeah.
Hi there. How are you doing there in Rotterdam, Netherlands?
Well, just fine. Just a normal life. And when I am not busy, I sit in front of my computer and type stories, novels. That is my life today.
Yes. Okay.
Especially that of the COVID-19, I have to stay only at home. So, yeah,
Yes.
once for a while, I go visit to friends. That's all. That's my present. Yeah.
That makes sense. Right. So, Mama Rami, I really want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to hear your story, experiences, and talent in writing. And
Yes.
also, I want to especially mention your friend Elsa Grinio for connecting me with you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. So if you're watching,
I am glad also. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
If you're watching this video, Elsa, say hi or hello in the comment section, okay? All right. So with no further ado, I want to start this interview by asking you how your life was back in the Philippines. Like, could you share with us how your childhood was, growing up in Bacolod?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, most Filipinos, our family is poor. My father worked in the Bacolod Morsia Milling Company as they drive a locomotive.
Yes.
That is his work. And then my mother is just a common housewife. We are 12 children, and I am the oldest. When I am 9 years old, I started already earning money by selling vegetables to the open market in Bacolod City. And yeah, that is just, but I mean, we are just poor, and for me, it's just normal. I know no other life.
Yes, yes, yes.
Just that. So you
Yeah.
just accept it. Huh?
Right.
And then when I want to tell about how I start writing. When I was in my high school, I think I was second year high school. I always in my notebook, even my teacher is have classes and telling about lessons. So I listen, but I scribbled in my notebook, and that's if not poems, short stories. And then I write this short story, my first story that I write, and I let it read to my classmate, my best friend, and I said, right, look, I made a short story. What do you think? And they read it. And when they read it, hey, can I bring this notebook of yours? I will bring it at home. Say, why? I will let my father read it. Oh, okay, of course. The next day, when we are in the school, I asked her, where is my notebook? She said, here. And what did your father say? Now, he said, you are a liar. Liar? I am a liar. Why? Because he asked me, how old are you? And I think, I am not yet 11 years old. I think, hey, your classmate is not yet 11 years old and write already this story. She did not write it. She just copied it. So she is a liar. And then my friend said, don't angry with my father. No, I am not angry. I am happy because for me, it is a positive.
Right.
Yeah, the critic is negative, but for me, I take it
Yeah.
positive. It means that my write-up is good.
Yeah, right.
And that is the first story. Now, during that time also, I heard from the radio and the YR, it's this, they are looking for drama talent. They're not looking for writers, but only for drama talent. And I said to my mother, I want to audition. Said, you will drama, you cannot, you don't know how to act with your voice. I said, no, that's why I will audition and see what happens. So I auditioned, but I was not accepted. And I said to the director that is doing the audition, I said, why? Why I am not accepted? Because, listen, you have difficulty with talking. You have handicap in talking. What handicap? In our language, we called it pitla. Huh?
Yes, I know that in
You
it. Yeah,
cannot,
it's a long.
what is it? Oh,
Yes.
yeah, but I think so. I said, I think not so, sir. No? I said, no. I think I can speak clear and what is it? And then she said, okay, I will give you a tongue twister and you have to read it. If you can read it without mistake, then I will give you a chance. And then I cannot forget it because it is the tongue twister is ang relo ni Leroy Rolex. That is the tongue twister. And then I said, okay, I do it. Yeah, first slowly, and then faster, faster, faster. I think I do it faster and faster and faster, and then the laughter good. And then later, she come inside and said, "No, you did not make a mistake. You had said it good." I said, "So you accepted me, sir? I passed the audition." And then she said, "Okay, I will give you a chance, but you cannot." You cannot act with your voice, she said. You are only reading, you are only like reading in newspaper. Oh, but I said, sir, I can learn it. Okay, then you go always there in the recording and then listen and look how the talents are doing, how they act with the voice. For almost 1 year, I did not have any part of the in the drama or what, because and then later, for almost 1 year, maybe they pity me, they gave me, okay, you can you can now be show your talent now. I gave you a part in the drama, and I was happy. But it's the part that they gave is only one line. And that one line I remember is only I have to tell a friend that, hey, you have a letter here, and that's all. But I am telling all the people I know, listen, I have already a talent. I
Yes.
already, what is it? Listen, and what everybody, my family, my friend, and
Yes.
everybody I know, I tell it. They have to
Yes,
listen.
yes.
I already have part.
Of course.
And then later, yeah, after 1 month or 2 months, I heard the director is murmuring, it's difficult. You cannot find a writer. I heard it. I said, why, sir? Are you looking for a writer? Yes. Do you know someone who is a writer? He said, me. You are a writer? He said, you are young. I am about 15 years old at that time, ma'am. And then you are young. No. What's wrong with it? With the age, huh? Yeah, but you cannot write. Why, sir? Because you are young, you have no experience in life, so you just cannot write. Say, sir, I don't think so. She said, why? Most of the writer, if they write fiction, that is imaginary. Well, yeah. So you don't have experience because you imagine it only. It is fiction. Oh, yeah. She said, yes. So you want to write? She said, yes, I want to write. You know how to type? She said, no. How could you be a writer if you don't know how to type? She said, and then
And at that time, it's a typewriter, correct?
yeah, typewriter. That
Yes.
was 1961, 62. Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, and he said, no, you cannot. If you cannot type, you cannot make a script. You cannot be a writer. He said, sir, people who know how to write now must learn it. So I can learn it also.
Yeah.
Why not give me a chance? I like it. I like it very much to write. Huh? I said, yes. And then he gave me a bond paper, a ream of bond paper, and then a typewriter. There is typewriter. You start making script, and I will read it. But I cannot, I think, almost 6 months, I did not yet finish one script because I don't know how to make a script, of
Yeah.
course.
Yes.
And then,
Yes.
as I give only example of the script, follow that. And then I look at the script. There is background music. There is with the stinger. And what is it? Well, how will I do it? But I try it. And then when I submit it, and sir, what do you think? He said, it's garbage. He said, it's garbage. I said, why? Because your script is really a garbage. But I like the story, he said. The director said, but I like your story. You know, I will rewrite your script with proper sound. Because you're in hospital and in soap opera or drama, you have to, yeah, script the sound, the music, the background, like that. And then I will, and for your information, I will air it. I will broadcast it. I will record it. I was so happy. I jumped with happiness. I said, oh, thank you, thank you. And then, but after I rewrite it, I will give you the good script, and then there can who knows, you know, learn how to make good script. Okay, sir. And then it was recorded and it was broadcast. I was so happy. Then second, I think for 2 months, I finished one script, but it's not perfect. So you have to correct it again.
Yeah.
And then the third script of me, that was short story, for 30 minutes or 15 minutes of broadcast. For 1 month, I finish one script, and you get, oh, you improve. It's good already, your script. And then later, yeah, I become, I think,
Yeah.
expert speaking script.
Okay.
And then, yeah, and it happened that in one day, I can make 10 scripts from 5 stories that, what is it? And I earned a lot
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
in the time.
Yeah.
That is
Wow.
my first attempt to be a writer. For 1972, but 1967 to 1972, I earned good in writing, in script writing. Huh? That's
Yes.
because it is you have the when you work in the radio as a talent, you have this Horsefell, they called it sustaining. It is only the station that pay it, so the money is not big. But if you have a sponsor, I give an example. In a 30 minutes play, it is sustaining. I only receive as a writer 75 cents. 75 cents at the time. But when it is sponsored, you know what I receive? 150 pesos, a big difference of
Yeah.
pay if it is in a sustained program or in a sponsored program.
Mm-hmm. So that was a huge money already at that time, 150
Yeah, at that
pesos.
time, I
Huge.
earned a lot and good money. At that time, you buy 2 kilo of rice for 25 cents. And if you ride a jeepney, you only pay 10 cents. But I earn every month, my minimum earning is 12,000 pesos. So
That's
it's a
huge.
lot of money at the time, yeah.
Exactly. Wow, that's pretty impressive story. You know, I really see a story of determination, of grit, and there's a lot of passion in it. You know, when you were telling me your story, as an 11-year-old girl who was already starting to write, and that you know, you already have something inside of you, and the story that you were telling us, now you're never giving up, because at first you auditioned as a voice talent, and they turned you down, right? Just because they said that, okay, you were stuttering, you were pitla, you were having the tendency to stutter. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Yes, but you were not stopped by it, by all the refusal.
Yes.
Given to
Now
you.
I ask if someone, that is true. When someone reject me, I ask the reason why they reject me.
That is the key. That's the key. And also, that's what I noticed when, you know, especially for those who are applying for jobs, you ask, why are you not accepting me? What's the reason? So we need to learn how to ask, and you know, what's the reason of not accepting us? The reason of refusal. So you know which points you can improve. And then you work hard on it.
Yes, it's true. For example, when they said, no, you cannot do this and that. For example, when they said, you cannot type. How can you make a script if you don't know how to type? I said, sir, everybody have to learn typing. So I have to learn it also. And I do it only with 2 fingers. But that is a start.
That's how we all learn. Yes, that's how we all learn.
True.
I like that. I like your story, Ate Remy. Oh, that's amazing. The skills also, because writing is a skill. It's a progressive skills. It's something that we can all learn. First is, are you willing to do it? Are we willing to, you know, learn the skill? Then put effort in it. Really learn.
Determination and effort, and of course passion. You like it.
There you go.
You like doing it.
Yes. Now let's go to you know, your point, or of in your life where you moved from the Philippines to the Netherlands. So how did that happen?
Oh, that is by marriage, of course. now it started because I have a neighbor and they had so many pen pals. The writing pen pals, and they do it in America. And I said, what is your purpose of writing to someone abroad? I am looking for a husband. She said, oh yeah, you are looking for a husband. Yeah, she wanted to go to America. And I said, I like also to have pen pals, but only for friendships. If you have some names that you don't like, you can maybe you can give it to me. And she gave some to me. And then, if you like, you can publish your name with photo in a magazine in America. Oh, really? Yeah. And I did it. And then I have many pen pals already.
Yes.
So different people. First, I had people from the prisons. They are writing. I answered all of them. I don't select people. I don't like this or what. I answered all of them, and I have so many. And then I think 4 people invited me to come to America. They have to guarantee or everything like that. But I don't like. I don't know. But I am. I how could I trifle. Huh?
You
I
doubted.
doubt. Yeah.
Yes.
I doubted to come to America because of many films I see. No, I think America have many psychos. That's the reason that I did not come to America. Nah, I don't like it. I will not gamble there in America. But then, that friend of me, they go here in Netherlands. She married a Dutch. And then another later, they come also from a Dutch. I said, the mother, they gave it to me. The mother of my friend, that my friend is already here in Netherlands, and they gave it to me. Maybe you're right. You're right. It is a Dutch, and if you go to Netherlands, you and my daughter were there together. You know each other.
Right.
And then I began writing, and then that was they begin after writing. What is it? They invited me to come, and I did come.
All right.
And then that was in 1980.
1980. All right. So you came here
Yes,
1980.
1980, yeah.
And you were how old at that time?
34.
Okay. So you're still young.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 34.
Yes.
And yeah, that is, but the marriage stayed only for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I divorced him. And then later he died of lung cancer. And then I stayed single for, I was divorced 1990. 1995 he died, and then I married again 2006. So for a long time, almost 15 years,
Mm-hmm.
I remain single here in
Yes.
Rotterdam. Yeah.
Yes. And your 2 children were born in the Philippines?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. From
Filipino father. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. All right.
Yeah.
So that's a very interesting story on how you came here to Europe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's still connected to writing after all.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the nice thing.
Yeah,
about
but
it.
because when I come here, I have also, of course, to learn the language, the way that the people here live. I have to adjust myself, and it is very difficult. I
Yes.
think, oh, how I can live in this country. I don't understand the language. But of course, there are many nice people, even that I meet in the first time I come here. I meet only when that's husband is don't is not so good. So it was only for almost 10 years, and I divorced.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
divorced him. Yeah.
Right. Yes, I do understand that because yeah, I'm one of the many, Filipinos who went abroad and got married to a foreign national, and really it is challenging to
Yes,
adapt
yes,
to another culture and to
yeah,
learn new language, especially that we came here
yeah,
already as an adult.
yeah,
Unlike if you are still a child and if you go to other country, you can easily adapt because you still have that,
yeah.
yeah,
But
yes, go ahead.
that man, I have a. It is very difficult, even because even you are late for 1 minute, he was already angry. Oh,
Mhm.
where did you? Where are you? Why you are late for? It's only 1 minute. Nay, time is time.
All
So
right.
difficult is it. That is the
Mm-hmm.
problem
That
with
was
with the marriage. And then
all right. Mhm.
um, yeah, but
All right.
yeah, if you
Yes.
yeah, he is already long dead, and
Yes.
sometimes, but you cannot forget what
Yeah.
happened in your life.
Yes.
What is it? And that's why um, that book,
Mm-hmm.
talking about the book, the Filipino wives and the Dutch husbands,
Yes.
you can you can the, yeah, see there
Yes. Yes.
some what is it, some
All right.
happening.
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is it is fiction. The
Yes.
characters I made is fiction,
All right.
but I base it for what I heard, because Filipinos been, yeah, during weekend, like Saturday and Sunday, we gather together, we play.
Mm.
Madyong.
Oh, I know that. Yes.
Yeah, you don't know that.
I heard that. Yes, I've seen people, but I don't play that because
Yeah,
my mother didn't teach me that yet. I
yeah,
should learn that next time.
I play it, the Madyo, I play it, and then karaoke, singing
Oh yeah,
karaoke,
I
and
love.
what
We
is it?
love
Yeah,
hanging out.
yeah,
Yes, we like to cocoon. We like to gather together,
yeah,
Filipinos. We know
yeah.
that,
That is when
right?
you are far away from your country, and
It's
you meet together in a foreign land. It
right.
is it is in tendency for Filipinos to gather together, and
Yes,
talk
it's
about experience. And me,
yeah.
when they are telling their experience, I only listen. I am a writer, and I listen and I absorb it all.
Yes. Ate
They,
Remy,
they,
before we move on to that,
yeah,
yes, let's go to three books that you actually wrote. Okay, so I want to
yeah,
go deep down to each one of them.
yeah,
They are namely First Six Ways in One Road,
yeah,
right? The
yes,
second one is The Filipino Wives and Their Dutch Husbands,
yeah,
and the third one is See Through. All
yeah,
right. So the second book called The Filipino Wives and Their Dutch, that sounds to me very interesting. So definitely I will go and read that book. But first off, share with us, how Six Ways on the Road came up and what was your inspiration in writing the book?
when we are together, Filipinos, many people, both men and women, and most of the time the men are seamen, the sailors, and then they are telling about this and that, the experience of this woman of there, what is it? And then I heard about these cultural dancers. And then, oh, there's also cultural dancers. I know there are many cultural dancers group in different countries. They are singing in the band, or what is it? But dancing. He said, oh, and then, but and then first I heard it with the sailors, that they meet Filipinas in different countries, in the port, Filipinas there. Oh, there are also, even in Africa, in the what is it? There are many also Filipinos there. Yeah, Filipinas. Oh, how they come there? Yeah, I thought we talked to them. They said they are cultural dancers. Cultural dancers, and why they come to? Why they are in Africa? And then they tell that first they were brought in Cyprus,
Okay.
And then later from Cyprus, they have to stay there. They have a contract of 6 months in Cyprus, 6 months to 1 year. And then after that, they were brought in different countries in the Middle East and in Africa. Oh, it's in the contract. Yeah, what is it? And that so happened. And then many, I also heard about a boat, a Filipino, full crew, the captain and crew are all Filipinos. Two Filipina ran away and go to the ship, and then they asked for help. And then the captain, a Filipino captain, said, "What can help? They are running away from people. They are holding them."
Okay.
And then the Pinoy said, "I pity the Filipinas because they are like crazy already. They are
Right.
because of what happened to them. They become crazy
Yeah.
already."
Yes. Yes.
And then so what happened to that Filipinas? No, we help them. We hide in the ship. And then when the
Yes.
ship sailed back to the Philippines, they was there.
Okay, good. So they
Yeah,
were retrieved. They
yeah.
were retrieved because they were
Yeah,
able to run away
they
safely.
rescue. They rescued the two Filipinas.
Okay.
And
So
about that Filipina also that walking in the street of Jordan of Lebanon with the Santo Nino in Iran, and she is crazy already. And she have a boyfriend, and then they bring her in the desert, and then later she was disappeared. I heard that stories, so I think, oh, I can make a novel, a story
novels.
about it.
That's the
And
6 ways.
yeah, that is the fragments
Yeah.
where I created the 6 ways in one route about 6 Filipinas, because most of the time the cultural groups, they are 6 in one group, and then they are, what is it? So I think I will make a story. And
Yeah.
I make it.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, Ma'am Remy, those Filipinos who, were being moved from one country to another as part of like a cultural dance group.
Yeah.
Yes. Are they involved also into like a kind of like a drug like a drug
No,
cartel? No?
no. They are only, that is what yeah, they call it human trafficking.
Yeah, it is human
Yeah,
trafficking.
and the girls, yeah, I'm sorry to tell it, they are forced for prostitution.
Yes.
Yeah,
So they were
that is,
actually promised of something, probably a job as a dancer or whatever it is to entice
yeah,
them to leave the
yeah,
Philippines, but they actually end up in prostitution where they are moved from one country to another.
yes,
Yes, that's human trafficking. And
yeah,
that's
that
the
is human
inspiration.
trafficking. Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
inspiration of this book.
that
So,
is the inspiration of my book.
yes.
Yeah, I said,
Yeah.
oh, I can make a book of that, and that. Yeah, I did it because yeah, here in Rotterdam, I also met some girls. They said they were former cultural dancers. I said, you also pass Cyprus. Yes, that is our first step. Now, I don't continue the conversation. I only, when I heard that they are cultural dancer, what I asked is only if the first country they come, they were brought to is Cyprus. And when they said yes, now I know the story of the Pinoys, the sailors are true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that is my inspiration for the book.
Yes, it's inspired from real scenarios.
Real, yeah, the real happiness, not the real happiness. What I heard, the fragments. Of course, I cannot control of what the sailors are saying are
Yes,
true.
of course. Yeah.
I cannot control it, of course, but for me,
Yes.
I think that is what, because when I write this book, before, as manuscript, one Filipina read it. And then they call me, I'm crying. Why? Because when I read your book, I remember my story. She was also a cultural dancer.
I see.
So now, okay, what is it, Maria? You are now here, and you are stable, and you have a good life already. Yeah, but I remember the pasa, the husband, when we are in Cyprus, like that.
Okay,
So
wonderful.
I think it is
This-
the book is good for Filipinas to read.
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
I will check out, when I publish this video, I will put a link where our Kalababayans, can go and check where they can get it. Okay. So let's go to the second book called The Filipino Wives and Their Dutch Husbands. So this one sounds really controversial. I would like to know, what can the readers expect from this book?
Now the book is about of course there are many Filipina wives here in Netherlands, but I made only 4 characters. I made only 4 characters to the book for my books. Like in 6 Weeks in 1 Road, I also first relate the background of the Filipinas. That is the background. In Filipino Wives, I also do it. Why they come to Netherlands? How they come to Netherlands? What is their purpose in coming to Netherlands? And then most of the times they come, they don't meet their husband. They meet only her. So the and the Filipina wives is you can laugh because I put humor on it. You can laugh and you will become angry, and you can cry.
Yes, so it's a mixture.
You can cry. It is the last part of the book is sad, and I think it's enough because when it is me as a writer, when it is a sad story, I also feel it. When I am writing and my character is crying, I am also crying. You can imagine it. That's why the other Filipinas, one time when I am writing, they come here in my house and they said, I am in front of my computer and writing, and I am crying. Remy, what happened? Why are you crying? Oh, so sad. What is sad? What I am writing? Yeah, it is only your story and you are crying. Yeah, because it is sad. If you want to know, read it. And then say, read my script that I am writing, and later she's crying. Say, now, can you blame me when I am crying? Yeah, but you are the one creating it. Why are you crying? Because when I am writing, it's like, well, I am in front of the characters. I see them. So I feel it when they are angry. I feel I am angry also. When they are sad, I feel also they are sad. And then that is in the Filipina wives.
Yes.
The last part is it is
a bit
sad,
dramatic. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so it's basically a mixture of different emotions. There's a time where you laugh and you just celebrate life with other Filipinos, and there's also a part where, okay, this is a little bit drama part. So that's
the chismis part when they are together.
The gossip part
about but the chismis is not about others' life, but about their husbands. What is it? What is happening in
relationship?
What is it like? And then they say, "Oh, I don't like to hear that." I become afraid like that. So one Filipina commented. So I also, but it is, it is.
It is controversial.
Filipinos are, there's a little talking about something.
Yeah, and, we know how it works. Yeah, with Filipinos.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and sometimes, there is a limit to, how we can tolerate gossip. So
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah.
it's not too much like
Yeah.
that we can say, oh, that's too negative. We don't allow it.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That yeah. That is
Yes.
and
Well,
yeah.
yeah, something to look forward to. So that's the second
Yeah,
book. Yes.
but I recommend it also because many Filipinas are planning to get married with foreign, as they call it, foreigner
Mhm.
to foreign nationals. But they have to know uh,
The
that
consequences.
in another country, another nationality, they have different kinds
Right.
of way of life
Yes.
and way of thinking also is different.
Yes. Yes.
It's not only the way of life, but the way of thinking uh, uh, and the notion in life. What we thought is not good for them is good. Those a person must realize that for especially if you are a Filipina, that you are planning to marry a foreign national
Especially
because
Dutch
yeah, yeah,
nationals. Okay, which is, that's why you write. You
yeah,
wrote the
yeah.
books. Mhm.
I write only about Dutch because I am here. I
Yeah.
cannot tell about how is German or is
Yes.
Swiss or France because I did not experience them.
Yeah.
But here, because I live here in Netherlands for almost
Yes.
40 years
Right.
already, 41 years already, and I know
Yes. Right.
the character and the way of thinking, and
All right.
so I can write about.
Okay. Now, finally, you've written See Through, which is a bundle of short stories, right? So,
Yes,
what's
yes.
this novel or book all about?
What do you mean?
Is
The
it
see-through?
also, yeah, See Through? Is it also about, Filipinos and their stories in the Netherlands?
No, it is uh, about yeah now about the Filipinos life. I have few the my cousin, my Tarzan, and the Russian attack our village. That is
Mhm.
to that sign nostalgia story and the belief of Filipino people. And
Okay.
but it is a little comedy that you can laugh
Mhm.
at the what is it on the story,
All right.
and then the other about um, picking up bygone dreams about a woman this long hair in Europe
Mhm.
and thinking back. Sa is already alone and thinking back her lives in Philippines. And with she have the simple dreams, but why did the simple dreams did not happen? So she went back to the Philippines and tried to pick it up again.
Okay.
And
Yes.
then the other about um, most of the Filipino, especially in the rural areas, they married young, 13, 14 years old. They
Mhm.
don't know what is life. Now, okay, I write um, in time. That is my time.
Mhm.
The generation, I mean, the
Mhm.
generation that I write, what I witnessed was happening to people. Like,
Mhm.
at this time, with the new generation, I apply it to my new book that I am writing now, in new novel, because uh, that short stories is all about not all because the my heart is not begging for love is
Mhm.
universal. It doesn't apply for Filipino. It's
Mhm.
universal. And then I think I have 7 short stories there. And on the about the other story, the premonition and my ectopic
Mhm.
pregnancy is
Oh,
also
okay.
what is it
I
about
see.
experience about is ectopic pregnancy. It is
Mhm.
good for women also to read.
Oh, okay, good. So that's an upcoming book. that you are still writing?
Now the upcoming book is the title is of family bondage.
Mm.
That is my about family.
Yeah.
It is about family in America, and
Mhm.
their teenager daughter is wondering why no one in the family talk about Philippines and never come back to the Philippines. That is the what is it, the center of the story, and the
Okay.
what is it, and the about the grandmother. They was
Mm-hmm.
a Filipina, of course, and is writing. They have already Alzheimer, and is writing to God and to people in the heaven. And that by the write ups, she learned many things about the life of her grandmother and about the life of Filipino people.
All right.
That is
Okay.
the next. What is it? I
All
talk too
right.
much, I think.
Yes. No, no, yeah, yeah, you did, you did. All right. So you know what, Ma'am Remy, I'm just super inspired by your passion and hard work in writing. So can you imagine, folks, at the age of 75, she still writes and plans to publish more books as long as she can. So for
Yes.
younger people, what's our excuse to pursue what we find meaningful in our lives?
Yeah.
So my question for you, the last one, is what advice do you have for Filipinos, especially to the younger ones who want to become writers?
Now, my advice is if they have passion in writing, they have to do it. And then if their story is rejected, don't give up. Don't give up. If your story is rejected, you ask the editor why you reject my story. What mistake I made, and then they can explain, your story is not good, like this and that. Then you can improve it. Don't give up. If you have passion in one thing, now we are talking about writing. Do it. Never give up.
All right. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. So if you have something in your heart for writing, the first thing is just do it. Just
Yeah.
do it. And if you got rejected, never give up.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There you go. Thank you so much, Ma'am Remy, for that wonderful inspiration. Now, before we end this interview, could you please invite our kababayans out there to grab a copy of your books, and where can we access them to buy?
Now, yes, of course, my books can be bought in America by Barnes and Nobles, Nobles and Barnes. In Walmart, it is also, so you can buy it also in Walmart, and in Europe by Amazon.
Okay,
Amazon.
the website.
You can, yeah, pan different in Italy, Amazon, Germany, Amazon, Netherlands, Amazon, Belgium. You can buy it also, because I made the paper back is printing in demand. If someone order it, they will print it and then they will deliver it.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, so that's available online on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and
Yeah, both in na ebook and also a paperback.
yes, and
So
also
if one don't like to buy paperback, they can buy it in ebook. They can read it.
wonderful. There
Yeah.
you go. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Once again,
Yeah.
Remedios Dorio, the author of 3 amazing books and more. Thank you so much
Oh.
for spending time with Pinoy Wheel.
Oh,
And
thank you for having me, and I am very happy to be with you.
you are most welcome. By the way, I would like to take this opportunity to tell our viewers that I'm finishing my upcoming ebook entitled How to Benefit from the Biggest Business Launch for Filipinos in the Philippines and Abroad. Build your business the right way. So
Yeah.
be one of the first to get a free copy. Type the word ebook in the comment box, and I will personally let you know how you can get your free copy.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're
I'm
welcome.
yeah, excited.
Yes, I'll definitely let you know if you would like to get a copy of that. Now, thanks for watching this show. Make sure to share and like this video. Also, if you could subscribe to Pinoy Reel, that would be so wonderful.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye-bye.